How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, make sure to go down and subscribe. It's been 59 years of the Mustang as of a couple days ago, and I thought what better time to go out in my Mustang and talk about the new ones, talk about some older ones, and just talk about some muscle cars for a little bit. That being said, let's put some heat into that. Don't worry what's going on over there. You guys have to wait for tomorrow's video. But it looks like there'll be an anniversary edition for the first model year of the S650 Mustang, which is pretty cool. We'll talk about all of that in a second. Let's start the car. Always gnarly on the cold startups. I'll let it warm up and then we'll talk about some cars for a little bit. Alright, so we have some heat into the motor. Warmed that up a little bit. The clutch is warm, tires are warm. I haven't driven this car in a little too long, I'm not gonna lie, honestly. But with that being said, every time I do drive it, it does nothing, probably can't hear me, it does nothing but put a smile on my face, because it does that. This car sounds amazing. I need to drive this car more. I guess now that summer's opening up, I'll be able to drive it more. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. But 60 years of the Mustang. We're going into the next generation. The S550 is over. Just want to take a second moment of silence for the S550 generation, because I think that this will go down as the greatest generation of Mustang. And the reason for that is it's still semi-analog. You still can have an analog dash. It's still modern on the interior, has the interior GT features, still has a tunable 5.0. You don't have to do any ECU hacking. The new ones are apparently locked, which is stupid, because one of the main reasons people buy Ford Mustangs or Ford Coyotes is to tune them. And I just find it dumb that they're like, nah, instead of like appealing to the tuning market, let's just lock everything, because that's great. But I guess EPA regulations and everything whatnot, so it kind of sucks. But this is just unlocked. You can tune them up to, I mean, we've seen 1500 horsepower Mustangs, right? But you can easily get to 7 to 1000 horsepower. Supercharger, a couple modifications, additional modifications to it. It doesn't lose the character, and I think the new one lost the character, especially on the inside. The inside of the new Mustang is cool, but then when you look at the screens, all the character is gone. It's just a Tesla looking thing. And then the exterior looks like a facelifted S550 to me. It doesn't have that new feel. Now, it still looks cool. I think the Dark Horse looks awesome. The GT just, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. Maybe because I own this car and I love it so much that I just don't like the new one. But I think this will go down as the pinnacle of Mustang performance, while the S650 will still sit very high up on the tier, but it just won't touch this. And another reason is the GT350. So for people looking to buy a Dark Horse, I don't see the appeal. You can get a Z01, you can possibly even get a Z01 1LE for the same price, which is 650 horsepower, supercharged V8. You can get it in a manual, and it beats a Huracan Evo around the Nürburgring. Why would you get a Dark Horse that's naturally aspirated, only makes 500 horsepower, I believe, comes in a manual, it's new, I get it, but they cost so much money. You could get an S550 Mach 1, you could get a used, I don't know, you might be able to get an S550 GT500. I think those are still a little up there in price right now, but they'll probably depreciate in the next couple years, and they'll probably be very similar price points. You can get a GT350R, or at least a GT350 for that price. I think the GT350 is a completely different league than the Mach 1. 5.2 liter, naturally aspirated, flat plane crank that revs to the moon, still has more horsepower, has probably the similar, if not the same transmission, and I think like all the suspension bits and everything would also be the same, because I think they're just taking GT350 parts, put GT350 parts on the Mach 1, took the Mach 1 and just built the Dark Horse on the new platform. But I still think the Mach 1 would be a better buy than the new Dark Horse, because 480 horsepower and you're saving $20,000 in the process. You know, you lose 20 horsepower, but you can tune the car to make that 500. I just don't see the appeal of why someone would want to buy it brand new first year. Keep in mind that there's going to be a refresh of the S650. I hate on the S650 way too much. And, you know, for the people who like it, I'm sorry. I like the new car. I just think for the price, I couldn't justify a Dark Horse, even though it's so cool. It's a really good looking car. I like the Dark Horse, say it's a Camaro, whatever. The normal GT, just the Dark Horse is crazy expensive. I mean, we're finally seeing pricing and everything. $70,000 MSRPs for a Dark Horse. I don't think they'll make a 350. I hope they don't make a 350. The GT350, as I said, the S550 platform, in my opinion, will go down as the greatest, the pinnacle of the Mustangs. As long as they do kill the Coyote, as they plan to do with EPA regulations and everything. Or not the Coyote, but I should say they do kill the V8. The GT350 is the greatest Mustang that has ever been built to this day. And when it came out, that is what everyone said. Even now, after the GT500 came out in the S550 generation, the GT350 is the greatest Mustang to ever be made, because it is true to everything a Mustang is. If Ford wants to build another GT350, they have to build a car better than the previous GT350, which means they'll have to do a Gen 3 Voodoo, which, if you remember last time, the Gen 1 Voodoos blew up, the Gen 2 Voodoos were better, but they never really nailed down that flat, plain crank design, and reliability was never really there. So I don't think that they're going to do another generation of the Voodoo. And if they do, they're going to take advice from Chevy, right? With their new flat plane crank Z06, which I have an order. We'll see when that shows up. But what do you guys think? I don't think they should do another 350. But also imagine this. If the Dark Horse costs, you know, 60 to 65, it can be optioned up over $70,000. Imagine what a GT350R would cost. That would be a $100,000+ car. A GT350 comes out after they kill the Dark Horse, if they kill it after a couple of years, and it comes in at the same price point. That price point of $60,000 to $70,000 is going to just make the Dark Horses depreciate like crazy, especially if they make a GT350 that is better than the last one. If they do it. I don't think they will. I think the GT350 was kind of like a one-off thing in the S550 platform, that they're just like, let's make the greatest Mustang. Just the greatest thing possible. And it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. This is my predictions. I don't think there'll be a 350. If there is a 350, it's going to be insanely expensive, and the GT500 is going to cost over $100,000 base MSRP. Base MSRP. No, the base MSRP for the GT500 S550 was about 70, was high 70s, I believe. Obviously, they're selling over sticker. They're still selling near sticker, if not over sticker, for used cars. Cars are getting more expensive. There's no doubt about that. You know, maybe when I drive a Dark Horse, I'll enjoy it and love it. I like the Dark Horse. I really, really like it. I just don't think it's justifiable for $70,000. I think a high option Dark Horse should be touching around 60, but that's just not the case. With the over sticker fees that dealers are going to charge, they're going to be over $100,000. I guarantee you the first couple Dark Horses that exchange hands will be over $100,000. I think average sticker price over sticker is going to be about $20K. I think they'll sell for about $80,000 to $90,000, which is crazy. I mean, we've seen people pay $100,000 for Type Rs, so they'll probably go $150, depending on how the marketing economy goes. You know, we've seen $100,000 Type R sales. That's crazy. Who's paying that? I don't know. All these new cars are getting way too expensive. We just got to make more money so we can afford all of them, I guess. That's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed, do me a huge favor, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.